Now start, please start.
Yeah. Welcome to Slate Billiards in St. Paul, Minnesota. We're here tonight for a match between Kennedy Maiman and Christian Domagal. We're starting the first game here. Christian's got a shot. Kennedy's got a shot in the one ball. Let's see if she can put this in. She's overcut it a bit. Tough first opener. Kennedy's an up-and-coming young female player here in Minneapolis. She's one of the top young players in the country, and she's got a women's professional tournament that she's going to be playing in next week. So this is a good practice run for her to get ready for that tournament. Christian's getting ready to fire now. He's pretty straight in the one. He wants to pocket the one and get on the two. So he either needs to draw back a little bit or go forward and see if he can get past the seven. Christian's a member here at Slate Billiards, and he's been working hard on his game over the past few months. And so he wanted to test himself on the stream and see how his game is progressing. So I'm excited to see how he does. Looks like he drove back, so he has got the gap between the 7-ball and 4-ball. So we're playing 9-ball. And he's looking to make the 2 and get position for the 3-ball. He got the 2 to drop, and he looks like he's on the 3. Wants to cut this in and float back up to close to center table for the 4-ball in the lower right. Might have hit it a bit too hard, left himself a difficult shot here on the 4. He's going to have to contend with the 9-ball here, trying to get back up for probably the 5 on the side, on the right-hand side. He knocked it in. Nice shot. He's got a difficult shot here in the 5, though. I think he's going to have to figure out a way to play safe. I don't think he can cut that in the upper right-hand corner or in the side. Probably will scratch if he cuts this in the upper right-hand corner. Not a lot of good safe options here, though. The safety's difficult. You could also try and bank the 5 in the upper left-hand corner. Let's see what he does. He did try the bank. I think that was probably a wise decision, as the safe was not easy. And he has left Kennedy difficult here. I see Kennedy playing safe on this shot. Or trying to cut it in. She might try and cut it in the upper right-hand corner. Difficult shot, though. Again, there's no apparent easy safe shot here, so she may elect to shoot just because it's difficult to play safe. She's tried to cut it in. Excellent effort, but she's left the 5 in front of the hole, and Christian's got a real good opportunity here to get this first game. Looks like Christian's going to float this 5 in and try and get a shot in the 6, which he's done. He's pretty straight in the 6, so he's going to have to figure out how to get the cue ball up table a little bit for that 7 in the lower right hand, probably. He's hit a nice shot here. Left himself a little long, so he's either going to have to draw back or stun over. If he draws back, he shoot it in the lower left-hand corner. If he stuns over, he shoot it in the upper left-hand corner. He drew back, missed the shot. Tough shot for the first game. Kennedy comes to the table also with an opportunity here. Might be a long stretch, though. That cue ball's way out there. So if she can't reach it, she may have to use bridge. So Kennedy got the bridge out. This is a difficult shot because the cue ball is going to run. It's fairly thin. So she may run the cue ball 2 or 3 rails, possibly shooting the 9 in the upper left-hand corner. But let's see what she does. It's a nice shot. Hit it very well. Now the question is that 9 might go right inside. She may be on this 9 ball perfectly. That was an excellent shot. These sides are difficult on this pockets. We've got 4 1/4 pockets here on this 9-foot diamond table, and the sides are really tight. So you got to pay attention on this shot. If you hit that corner at all going in, that 9 ball will not go. So I see her just trying to roll this past that first corner and making the 9. She's hit a nice shot. So Kennedy takes the lead 1-0. Looks like we're doing alternate breaks night. So Kennedy wins the first game. We're racing to 11. I didn't mention that. And it looks like we are doing alternate breaks. So Christian's getting ready to break. Let's see if he can put a ball in. He's probably looking to make the 5 ball, which is the wing ball on the left-hand side in the lower left-hand corner. 5 ball ended up hitting a little high, and I think he's broke dry. Kennedy comes to the table with a difficult shot. This is a tough opener. She's jacked up over the 5 ball, and I can't tell if the 6 is impeding the upper left-hand corner. The 6 might be wired up to the 1 though, so she might be able to just hit the 1 ball on the right-hand side, and it may just go in the corner off the 6. Difficult position play also though, because even if she makes the 1, she's got to come down between the 7 and 9 to get on that 2 ball. It's tough queuing over this 5, so you need to stay real still. Let's see how she does. Hit a nice shot. She stayed down nicely. Just a difficult shot to start with. She's left Christian tough, though. I don't know that Christian can cut this ball in. He may be able to. Cue ball's going to run, though, so he's going to have to find a way to control that cue ball if he makes this 1. Undercut it just a little bit. Left Kennedy long here again. So another difficult shot in the one. The one really is a key ball in this rack. The rest of the balls are fairly open. So whoever can get that one down first is going to have a big advantage. As I said, Kennedy's been really working on her game a lot. She's working with Josh Burble here at Slate Billiards, and he's trying to help her improve. She works hard. She wants to be a great player, so she's well on her way. Tried to roll that one in, which was a good shot. Tried to get between the 7 and 9 for shape on the 2. It was just a difficult shot. Christian comes to the table. He's got a little bit of an awkward angle on the 1 also, so even pocketing the 1, he's going to have to hit a good shot to get on that 2 ball. Looks like the 7 might have gotten in the way. Don't know if he snuck past it or not. If not, he's going to have to kick behind the 2. Try and knock it up table for position. But it looks like he's going to try and make the 2. He might be massaying this ball. Miscued, I think. So Kennedy comes to the table with the ball in hand. Kennedy's probably looking at here, what's the transition between the 4 and 5 ball? That 5 ball's on the lower short rail. And so she needs a good angle on that 5 if she gets to the 5 so that she can roll down to make the 5 in either of the lower corners. She's really trying to pay attention to where she's going to end up on the 5 ball here. Get a nice starter on the 2. She's got a straight in shot in the 3, so it looks like she can draw back a few inches for a nice shot in the 5 in the corner. Can't tell if she's straight or not, if she can roll forward. I think she's actually just going to draw this back a few inches and try and get fairly straight in the 5 ball in the corner. So she stunned it to her right a little bit to leave herself an angle on the 4 to either stun over for the 5 in the lower right or roll between the 9 and the 5 and get on the lower rail to shoot the 5 in the lower right corner. Couple options here. The stun shot is difficult because she's going to have to put some pace on that ball to get the cue ball to roll to the side rail. She knows the first priority, though, is to get the ball in the pocket. So I think she may roll this ball. That's what she's done. Just got stuck on the top of the 5. Hit a nice shot. Important thing is she made the ball, so she's still in control of the table. Now she's going to have to determine what the best way to play safe is. The long reach if she wants to hit her right-hand side of the 5. I'm not even sure if she could reach it on the bridge. So she could possibly just bank the 5 up to the top end of the table and leaving the cue behind the 9. She's also looking at thinning the 5 on her left and maybe going 2 rails behind the 7. She did thin the 5. Oh, and she went in the side pocket. She actually hit a good shot there. That was difficult to legislate whether how she was going to come off that second rail, and it went right in the side. So Christian comes to the table with an opportunity to tie things up. That first game, though, is always the hardest, I feel like. They always say the first game and the last game are the hardest ones to get. So Christian's really unfamiliar with tournament play and stream. I don't think he's ever been on a stream before, so I'm guessing there's some nerves. So he'd really like to get on the board here. Ended up fairly straight in the 6 here, so he's going to have to hit a good shot. Which he's done. Hit that very pure. Going to shoot the 7 in the upper left-hand corner. Try and kill the cue ball fairly closely where it's at. Or he'll go 1 rail and out. Hit it just a little wide. We're playing on 4 1/4 inch pockets here, so any little mishit, the ball will hang. So Christian hit that ball pretty well, but on these 4 1/4 inch pockets, you really have to hit them pure. He's left Kennedy a long shot here, so she's going to have to determine whether she goes forward here or draws back. Her angle looks to me like she's going to have to go forward, and you have to hit this ball really well to make that 7 and get the cue ball back down to this end of the table. It does look like there's a small angle there. So I see her going forward on this off the top rail and back down. Maybe shooting the 8 trying to shoot the 8 in the lower left. Again, it's going to have to be hit very well. Hit a nice shot. Again, the first priority was making the ball, so you maintain control of the table. Ended up just a little short, but she hit that ball really well. Now she's got a decision to make whether she wants to try and bank this ball in the upper right-hand corner or, again, play safe. She elected to play safe. I think Christian can probably see the edge of this ball, or maybe even the full ball. So again, he's going to have to make a decision now as to whether he thinks he can bank this in or wants to play safe. He's got a nice safe here if he can get at the left side of his left side of the 8. He's going to thin it on the right and try and go 2 rails behind that 9. Hit an excellent shot there. I think he's fully covered up the 8 with the 9 ball. We are using jump cues, so I think Kennedy went to get her jump cue and he's going to come up and try and jump over this 9, maybe making it in the side. Or even trying to bank it in the corner, 1 rail. Trying to jump this into the side holes, pretty difficult at that speed going into these sides. So she might be looking at trying to jump over that 9 and bank the 8 in the upper left-hand corner. The important thing on this shot is get over that 9 and hit the 8 and take your chances as to how it comes out. She has gotten over it, and she may have 2-railed it in the opposite corner. So, as I said, the important thing is to hit the ball, and good things can happen, which did there. Now she has an opportunity for a 2-0 lead. A little bit of an angle on this 9 here, so she's going to have to stay down and hit this one well. Yep, she hit it a little fat. Difficult shot. Let's see if Christian can put this ball in. Again, it's important for Christian to get this first game so he can sort of settle down and play a good set. Knocked it in for a 1-1 scoreline. Again, we're doing alternate breaks, so Kennedy's up to break here in this game. In the first break, Kennedy was successful making the wing ball. So again, we're looking for the 8 ball in the lower right-hand corner. Let's see if she can knock that in. She does it again. Went right in the middle of the pocket. So looks like she's got a good break going here. The other thing I like about her break is the cue ball's not crossing over. So she's hitting the 1 head on and the cue ball's sort of coming back at her. It's not crossing over to the other side of the table. So she's hitting that 1 really square. And that really allows the corner ball the best chance to go in. Playing safe on the 1. She's hit a nice speed here. Right up behind the 3 ball. She's left Christian in a tough spot because if he tries to thin that 1, he's got to be careful so he doesn't scratch in the corner. No, he's missed it. He knew that scratch was on, and he had to hit that 1 really thin in order to avoid scratching. Now, Kennedy probably will play safe on Christian. I'm not sure that she has a pocket to shoot the 1 in. We are playing 3 fouls here, so Christian's on 1 foul now. So she could really bury him with this shot and get him on 2 fouls. She's really measuring where she wants the 1 to land. She knows she's going to stop the cue ball right behind the 3, but she'd like to put the 1 in a position where it's really hard for Christian to hit it. She knows how important it is to stop that cue ball right behind the 3 and cut off all the angles for kicking. She wanted to cut off that left-hand side rail for Christian to kick in. She may or may not have done it. Christian may be able to go to the left side with a little bit of right-hand spin to hit that 1. This is an important hit for him, though, because he's already on 1 foul. Just wide. That was a good shot. I like the speed that he kicked at it. A lot of good things could have happened. But now he's on 2 fouls, so Christian may come to the table with another shot where he's hooked. Let's see if Kennedy tries to run out or play safe on Christian again. Not sure if that 7 passes the 9, so that's kind of the decision point with this rack. If that 7 doesn't pass the 9, Kennedy might be looking for a way to play safe and to win the game on 3 fouls. If the 7 does pass the 9, she could try and run out. She's definitely looking at playing safe, though. She knows she has Christian on 2 fouls. And so if she's going for the 3rd foul, she really needs to lock him up behind another ball so he can't hit it. There definitely isn't an obvious safe here. Kennedy's going to have to hit a good shot here if she wants to get Christian on 3 fouls. Not sure if the 1 passes the 5 down that rail. She may just try and knock the 1 past the 5, rolling the cue ball towards the 5 and hooking Christian that way. Or she's just thinning the 1. She may be just thinning the 1 and trying to put the cue ball behind the 3 on the lower short rail. If she is shooting that shot, she really needs to end up behind the 3 or behind the 9-7, cutting off the long rail kick for Christian. She doesn't want to make it easy for him. She may have hit an excellent shot. Oh, it rolled too far, just a little bit too far. So Christian's got a wide open shot in the 1. That was the danger of that shot. It had to be hit really well in order to bury that cue ball. Let's see if Christian can put this 1 down. Hit a nice shot in the 1. Left himself a nice angle in the 2. He's come 1 rail down for the 3 in the lower left-hand corner. Pretty steep on the 2, though, so he's going to have to hit this wall to put it in. Just a hair fat again. Not sure if he left the pocket for Kennedy or not. I think she can get past that 7-9 and make the 2. If not, she's going to either have to swerve that cue ball or use her jump cue again. This is a little bit of a crapshoot because she's going to jump over the edge of this 9-7, and her cue ball is going to be moving, so it's going to be hard to control where it goes after she makes a 2. She got over and made a nice shot, but as I said, it was just difficult to control the cue ball from there. But she's made the ball and has maintained control of the table. So now it's a matter of what's the best way to play safe on this ball. Looks to me like she's going to use the 7-9 for cover. Ended up hitting it a little light. Definitely has left Christian safe, but he's got a look at the full ball. He may try and bank this cross-side. That's what he's done. He's kind of played a two-way shot there, knowing that if he missed, he was going to leave Kennedy really difficult. And that's what he's done. Kennedy just got to decide here if she wants to roll that 3 in or just play safe. A very difficult shot to roll in, and even if she does roll it in, she may roll past that 5 and get hooked on the 4. So she played safe. Hit it a little hard. Has left Christian an opportunity here. Christian knocks it in. We've got a little bit of contrasting styles here. Christian really gets up and shoots, and where Kennedy's a more deliberate player. So it's to each his own, whatever works best for you. But we usually don't have to wait long to find out what Christian's going to do. Hit a nice shot there. Cut that ball right in the corner and stunned one rail and ended up almost straight in the 5. I think he's got a little angle to draw back for the 6. Still wonder where that 7 passes the 9, so we're going to find out here soon. Drew back for a nice shot in the 6. If the 7 does pass, he's going to have to draw the cue ball back. He'd love to be right where he is now if that 7 does pass. It's a nice shot in the 6. Rolled a little far here, so he's got a difficult shot in the 7, even if it does pass. If he's got half a pocket or something, this shot gets really difficult shooting off the rail. Not sure if that passed. He caught the 9 a little going past, but has left Kennedy with a difficult shot here. She could cut this ball in and go 2 rails back up to the top of the table and back down by the 9 here. But that's a lot to ask. So she might also elect to play safe. And if she wants to play safe, there's no obvious safety in play here either. Because of that, she may just go ahead and elect to try and cut the ball in. A lot of times the rule of thumb is that if the safety is just as difficult as the playing the shot, you go ahead and play the shot. She's made a terrific shot there. She knocked it right in the center of the pocket. I mean, that was a great shot. You hit a ball that good, and it looks like it's easy, but she hit a fantastic shot. Didn't even touch the rail going in. And now she's straight in on the 9. Knocks it in for a 2-1 lead. She really bears down on the balls. She sat over that 9 ball or that 7 ball and really got a good line and just knocked it in. So again, we're doing alternate break here tonight. So it's Christian's turn to break. One of the things you'll notice about Christian's game is he has a long pause or a pause in his backswing to his forward swing. If you've ever watched Buddy Hall play, that's how Buddy Hall plays. He's one of the best players that's ever played the game, and he's got a pause in his backswing before he brings the cue forward. And that's how Christian plays also. One of the things I like about that is Christian never gets quick on the ball. He takes the backswing and pauses and then brings the cue forward. Kennedy's got a tough opener here. The balls really didn't break up that well. So she's going to have to determine whether she wants to pocket that ball in the upper left-hand corner or play safe. She may have just tried to play safe there. Left Christian a tough shot, long shot in the corner, but it's makeable. Good effort. So Kennedy comes to the table and she's got to cut that one in the corner and avoid the 7 ball. The 7 ball is pretty big here in terms of getting shape on that 2. So if she rolls too far, she's going to go behind the 7. She may also try and play a little bit of an inside English shot and roll into the 7 to stop the cue ball and get a shot in the 2. She's rolled it softly. Difficult to make balls when you roll them soft like that. I think most people would like to hit a little firm, but she was rolling that ball so soft that it's difficult to pocket the ball. The 2 to the 3 here is going to be difficult in this rack. So let's see how Christian plays this. He may elect to play safe on the 3 after he makes the 2. Or the 3 may pass the 5. I can't really tell. He did play safe. I like the way he played that. He played the 3 off the 5 ball to hold it behind. Played the 3 off the 4 ball, I'm sorry, to hold it behind the 5 and hook Kennedy. Kennedy's looking at jumping this ball. She's really close to the 5 here, so she needs to get this ball up quickly in order to clear the 5. She got over it, tried to cut it in, but just missed the ball. She went with a more overhand dart kind of jump, which works really well. Just missed that ball. I like what Christian's done there. He just settled for taking the 4 in the upper left-hand corner. If he makes the 4 and draws back a few inches, he's dead on the 5. Draws it 1 rail back out. And now he's got to find a path to get on the 6th and the side. Went forward 2 rails with inside English. Hit a nice shot. Now he can roll forward on this to the rail and shoot the 7 in the lower left-hand corner, or he can draw back and shoot the 7 in the lower right-hand corner. He elected to roll forward to shoot the 7 in the lower left. And now he's got to make the 7 and roll up 1 rail to center table to shoot the 8 in the same pocket. He elected to go forward 2 rails. Must not have had a pretty flat angle there, so he had to go 2 rails. Now he's gonna have to bear down on this 8. It's not a hanger by any means. Hit a nice shot, came out for a perfect shot in the 9 ball. As you can see, Christian plays fairly quickly. He gets in a nice rhythm and pockets the balls well. Scoreline is 2-2 and it's Kennedy's break. This will be Kennedy's third break, and in her first two breaks, she was very successful in making the wing ball, which in this case is the 7 ball, into the lower left-hand corner. And you'll see when she breaks, she's trying to hit that one square and keep the cue ball on the same side of the table as she's breaking from. Made the 7 right dead center again and got a bad kick off the 6 ball, knocked the cue ball right in the side. Again, she had a great break though. The cue ball died, hit the 1 ball really square, and she just got a unfortunate kiss from the 6, knocking the cue ball on the side. Christian comes to the table with a fairly open rack here. Left himself some distance on this. He would have liked to have gotten a little closer to that too. So let's see if he can bury this. He's going to have to probably draw back for the 3 in the side. He actually went forward. He had a little bit of an angle. He had a really nice shot there. Hit it so well that he may have froze himself on the upper end rail, which makes it difficult to place position on the 4 ball. He's rolled forward, looking to go 1 rail. Got to watch out for the side. He's hit the corner, so he's on the 4. Going to have to hit another good shot here because in making the 4, he's going to have to end up with the cue ball between the 8 and 9 to get a path to the 5. So he's looking to make the 4, coming out 1 rail. Tried to stun out 1 rail and just hit the ball a little fat. Left Christian left Kennedy with a difficult shot though. Really difficult to dig into this cue ball and draw out of this. So she may have to pocket the ball with extreme right hand spin and bringing the cue ball 3 rails to get on the 5. She could also pocket the 5 and just leave herself a long, pocket the 4 and leave herself a long shot in the 5. Leaving the cue ball somewhere around the upper right-hand corner. That's what she tried to do. She tried to knock the 4 in and just take the long shot in the 5, which I think that was a right shot. Just didn't bury the ball this time. She's left Christian a difficult shot though, so he's either going to bank this ball in or play safe. He's played safe. Brought the cue ball right into the 9 and used the 7, used the 8 for a blocker on the 4. This is Kennedy's 3rd or 4th time using her jump cue, so let's see if she can get over this 8 and either bank the 4 in the lower left-hand corner or come out safe. Didn't clear the 8 that time. So Christian played a nice safety on the 4 and is rewarded with the ball in hand. Comes out 1 rail. May have ended up with a difficult angle on the 5 here. May have to go forward 2 rails around the lower left-hand corner to get up for the 6 in the upper left. That's what he's done. He's had a really nice shot. Wants the cue ball to travel a little bit more. See if we can make this in the upper left-hand corner and kill the cue ball for the 8. He actually tried to go 2 rails there. He had a fairly severe angle on that 6. Kennedy would like to roll this in softly and hold for the 8 ball. Not sure how steep the angle is and whether or not she can do that, but that's what she'd like to do, I think. She's made a nice shot. One of the things I like about Kennedy's game, and you can see it there, she stayed perfectly still as she slow rolled that 6 in the corner. Very nicely done. Now she wants to bounce out 1 rail and shoot the 9 in the lower right-hand corner. I think she wants to be a little careful here so that she doesn't shoot this too hard and end up frozen on the left-hand side rail. That was the danger. It's easy to let that cue ball go and get frozen on that rail. That's what she's done, and she's made the 9 much more difficult this way. So another shot where she needs to stay completely still and deliver that cue stick through the cue ball. She's done it for a 3-2 lead. So a couple shots there where Kennedy really had good fundamentals. On the 6 ball, she stayed down and buried the 6, and then she did the same thing on the 9. So nice out. So this is Brian Brecky coming to you from Slate Billiards in St. Paul, Minnesota. Beautiful facility. 7 9-foot diamond tables with difficult pockets. 6 of them have 4 1/4 pockets. And then there's also a bar table here with difficult pockets. It's a private club. And Josh Burble and Dave O'Keefe and Chris Saprell put this together, and it's an awesome facility. So if you want to come check it out, contact Josh Burble, and he'd be happy to show you the place. Christian broke from the same side as Kennedy that time, and I think he put the wing ball down just as Kennedy was doing. Got a long, tough shot in the 1, may play safe. Hit a really nice save there. That's a shot's much more difficult than it looks to control the cue ball. He really wanted to stun the one rail down to the other end and hold the cue ball on the end rail. So now Kennedy's looking at playing safe back. She may just try and knock the one straight up the table, bank it straight up the table, leaving Christian a long shot. She's jacking up though, so she may be hooked a little bit. She jumped that ball right in. Fantastic shot. She did that with her playing cue, it looks like. Or no, she's got her jump cue out again, and she's got to jump again. So her jump cues are getting a good workout tonight. That was a fantastic shot in the one, though. Last time she had a shot like this, she didn't clear the ball. So let's see if she can clear the 3 ball this time. Even though she's jumping this ball, she's trying to determine where she wants to hit the 2 ball so that she has the best chance of getting safe. She made it over that time. Made a good hit. Which is always important. So Christian does not have a ball in hand, and he doesn't have an easy run out either. He may play safe. Pocketing this ball on the side is really difficult. So he, like I said, he could play safe here. Hit a nice shot. Probably left the ball open for Kennedy, but it's not an easy shot. Kennedy's really looking at her options here because making the 2, she needs to hit it fairly hard to come 1 rail back for the 3 in the lower left-hand corner. That's what she tried to do. She struck the ball well. Has left Christian with a difficult shot. Probably going to have to play safe here also. Nice shot. Rolled right into the 4 ball to kill the cue ball. And I'm guessing Kennedy's going for a jump cue again. She's again cleared the 9 ball, but has left Christian an opportunity this rack. You'll see it on this shot. Christian takes the cue back, pauses, and then brings it through when he strikes the ball. There's the pause and the strike. Nice tempo. Didn't get the ball in, but has left Kennedy a difficult shot. Kennedy has played safe, and she really focused on the 2-ball there, making sure that she got the 2-ball to the lower rail to cut off all the angles for Christian. So Christian's probably going to have to kick at this ball. Christian kicks 2 rails behind the 2. Excellent shot. Killed the cue ball. And probably has partially hooked Kennedy here. It's hard to tell. I know that Kennedy can hit the right-hand side of the 2 and may be able to come up with a save from there, but she definitely doesn't have a full ball look here. She's got to watch out so she doesn't scratch in the right-hand side pocket. Tried to drive the 2-ball 1 rail and leave it on the same rail as the 6, as the pocket is then blocked, and she's done that. Christian has a combo here, but this is a difficult shot. Not only needs to pocket the 6, but he needs to control the 2 and the cue ball so that he would come out with a shot in the 2. Almost made the 6, rattled it out, and has left Kennedy fairly safe here. But she has a good opportunity to play another save right back at him. Lots of traffic there with the 5. The 5's a big ball, so if she wants to hit the 2 on the left, on her left-hand side, she's really got to be careful not to have the cue ball stop on the 5. So she's looking at hitting this on her right, playing safe up table. Excellent shot. She actually played the cue ball off the 6 up to the upper rail and has fully hooked Christian. He's going to have to kick again. Makes a nice hit. But Kennedy was rewarded for that save. She's got an opportunity here to roll the 6 in and shoot the 3 in the lower right-hand corner. She's got the cue ball close to the rail here again, so fundamentals are important. She needs to stay down on this shot and really look it into the pocket. She's done that again. You can see she did not move on that ball. until the 2 ball was in the pocket, really. So great fundamentals. Now she'd like to get a little bit of an angle in that 4 ball so she can make the 4 in the lower right and bounce out for the 5 ball. Got a little bit of a cut on the 3 here, so she probably needs to draw past the 5, the side hole for the 4 ball. She's done that, left herself a little long on this 4 ball. She's got a nice angle though, so if she can knock this 4 in, she should end up with a excellent shot in the 5. She'd really like to kill this ball so that she's got an angle on the 5 ball to roll forward 1 rail back down for the 6. So let's see if she can kill this cue ball and hold the angle for the 5. She ended up hitting it fat. I think that was because she was trying to hold that angle. She really did not want that cue ball to drift on her. So consequently, she hit it a little fat and has left Christian a good opportunity here. Christian goes 2 rails forward for the 5. He's got a nice angle to roll 1 or 2 rails towards the 6. Looks like he might be drawing out. That's what he's done. Hit a nice shot. You'd like to pocket the 6 and get the cue ball even just 2 or 3 inches off the rail. Make the 7 a lot easier. He was straight in that ball and hit a nice shot. Left himself a little bit off the rail. May have to draw this ball out if he's straight in. That's what he's done. He's come up a little short here, so it makes this 9 ball challenging. He's going to try and cut it in the lower right. Watch the pause on the backswing. Through to the ball. And he scratched. He hit a nice shot too. Knocked it right in, and the cue ball went 1 rail right in the upper corner. Kennedy takes a 4-2 lead. Big swing game there. That's hard. You think you're 3-3 and cue ball scratches and you end up down 4-2. Christian just ended up a little bit short on that draw on the 7 ball. So he had to kind of let the cue ball run. Focused on making the 9 in the corner, and the cue ball just got away from him. So we'll get to see Kennedy break here again, and she's making the wing ball on every break. So let's see what the wing ball is this time. Wing ball's a 7 ball again, and she's trying to hit the 1 square, bringing the cue ball back at her where she's standing, or just kind of stunning it right in the middle of the table. Seven balls in, 1 ball's in the side, 3 ball maybe going in too. Fantastic break. She's been working on a break. tirelessly. I know Josh has been working with her, and she's been spending a lot of time by herself working on the break, and it sure looks to be paying off. She's 4 for 4, or maybe 5 for 5 on the wing ball. I think 4 for 4. She's ended up with a great opportunity here with the 2 ball almost straight in the corner. Knocked that ball right in, and now this is really a key, one of the key balls in this shot. The 4 really only goes in the lower right hand corner, so she needs to determine how she wants to play this 3, if she wants to come one rail out or try and draw towards the 5 to get to the 4. That's what she's done, but the 5 is real big. She's ended up behind the 5. That was a danger on that shot. She hit a nice shot, good speed. Just ended up behind the 5. She's trying to determine if she can jump over this ball. That 5 ball is really close to the cue ball. She's going for a jump cue again. She's got this dart jump. You can see her lining up for it there. Where it's a good technique if you want to jump over a ball that's really close to the cue ball. But it's a big stretch for her, so I think she's decided that it's probably not the right shot. And she needs to kick at this ball. She's missed it. Now Christian's got to decide if he wants to try and run out or shoot this 4-9 combo. It's tempting, but it may not be the right shot. Let's see if he shoots it and can knock it in. The balls are fairly open, but he might shoot it because the 9 is blocking the 8 from the corner. So it might be prudent just to shoot the 9 in right now. That's what he's done. He's hit a great shot. Made that look easy. Those combos are always harder than they look, and he just knocked it straight in the middle of the pocket. It's a big game for Christian. He just scratched on the 9 last game and gets an opportunity for the combo on the 9 this game. So we can kind of just forget about that last game and play on. Big game. Again, we're going to 11 today. Alternate break. 1 on the spot. They're trying to make the wing ball. And they've been successful on that. Most breaks. Kennedy's 4 for 4. I think Christian's probably made it 2 out of 3 of his breaks. This is his 4th break. So he's trying to make the 3 ball in the lower right-hand corner. And he's done it. Hit a nice break. Cue ball kind of crossed over. He'd like the cue ball to come back towards him, but it went over to our left-hand side of the table, and he ended up hooked behind the 8. He'll probably push out here. That's what he's done. There really isn't a pocket for that 1 unless Kennedy would like to shoot the combo on the 4 ball. That's a lot to ask, though. So she may look for a safety here. If she does make the combo, though, she may come out with a shot in the 1. So let's see if she shoots. She's playing safe. Excellent shot. Rolled that ball right up behind the 8. So she was really focused on controlling the cue ball there and getting it behind the 8 and hit a very nice shot. Christian's going to have to kick at this 1. He's going to decide whether he wants to go 1 rail at this 1 ball or go 2 rails off the side rail, end rail, and into the 1. He's gone 2 rails. He was trying to kick that ball in. May have gotten a little greedy there. You want to make sure you hit that ball. I think he was trying to go 2 rails and cut that ball in. You just don't want to give up ball in hand there. Doesn't look like the 4 ball goes on this combination. And if it does, she's going to have to hit it thin and the 1 ball is going to run. So she may look to play safe on this shot. She could knock the 1 ball off the table and leave the cue ball behind the 4, which would make it really difficult for Christian to kick at it. We've got some technical difficulties tonight, so I apologize. We don't have another camera view. We really only have the 1 camera view tonight. She thought that 4 might go, I think, and it just didn't quite go, so she's hung up the 4 and has left Christian with an opportunity here. Fairly thin hit, so the cue ball is going to run. Christian's trying to determine what route he wants the cue ball to take so he gets a shot on the 1 after he pockets a 4. And he's missed the 1. May have been just a little too focused on where that cue ball was going to go rather than making sure that he pocketed the 4. I think Kennedy's trying to determine where she wants the cue ball once she shoots the combo so that it's easy to get to the 2. So she may swing this ball 2 rails out towards the center of the table and shoot the 2 in the right-hand side. Doesn't want to go long on this ball, though. The 6 ball's awful big. She may just thin this ball. That's what she's done. Ended up with the shot in the side. And we'll probably have to bring the cue ball 2 or 3 rails around for the 6 and avoiding the 7-9. Looks like she'll have to shoot the 6 in the lower right-hand corner. Shooting this 2 or 3 rails, the 7 and 9 are big balls, and they both go, so I don't think she wants to hit those balls, because a lot of bad things can happen if you do. She decided not to go into those balls. Probably a good decision, but has left a more difficult shot in the 6. This is also an awkward angle. If you roll forward, you might end up on the left-hand side rail, making the 7 more difficult to pocket. Or you could stun out above the 9, 1 rail for the 7. But that makes the shot more difficult. She chose to roll the ball, and she's hit a great shot. Fantastic shot. Left herself an angle in the 7 either, I think, to pocket the 7 and bounce out for the 8 ball. She needs to avoid the 9, though. So she needs to stun straight to the rail and back out with some speed. This is a little bit of a reach for her, too. It's past the side hole, so she's going to have to stretch out for this ball. She could also roll forward, bouncing off the rail. It's hard to tell if she has enough angle to stun out 1 rail. I like how Kennedy does some rehearsal strokes every once in a while. You see her before she shoots, she'll kind of practice the stroke that she wants to put on the cue ball. Definitely a little unsure of how she wants to hit this, so let's see if she can clear her mind and hit a good shot. She decided to go forward. That was the danger of going forward. The cue ball can really get away quick. And now she's probably going to end up with 2 tough shots here. If she can roll this 8 ball in, the cue ball probably will come over towards center table, and she'll have a tough shot in the 9. So, as I said, she's got great fundamentals, but she's going to have to use them here. Again, another example where Kennedy stayed perfectly still. So the technique was excellent. It was just a difficult shot. She's come out safe, though. So Christian doesn't have a lot to shoot at here, and I don't think he's going to go at the 8-9 combo. He may be able to just roll the end of the 8 to the lower rail. He decided to bank it and play safe, but he's left Kennedy a shot here. She's got a natural angle here, so if she pockets the 8 ball, she's probably going to end up with a nice shot in the 9. Cue ball could get away a little bit, make the 9 long because it is a fairly steep cut on the 8 ball. Big game for her, though. She, it's always nice to stay 2 games in the clear rather than being tied. So she'd really like to take a 5-3 lead here on this rack. She rolled it right in. Very nice shot. Again, perfect fundamentals. Stay nice and still. Put the ball in. Left herself almost straight in on the 9. Knocked it in the pocket for a 5-3 lead. So I've got a special guest with me right now. It's not going to be me solo anymore here for a little while. Josh Burble is one of the owners here at Slate, and he's put together a terrific facility here, and he's going to sit in with me a little bit and do some commentary. What are your thoughts on the match so far, Josh?
Oh, it's a fun match. It's a good match. I've been listening to you do commentary while I've been watching, and you're doing an awesome job, and everyone's commenting on that. So good job. Great job.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's what you had talked about. Christian hasn't been in this situation before, so it's really fun to watch and see how he handles that situation. Kennedy has played on stream. She's played on WPBA. She has a lot more competitive experience, but I can see that Kennedy is working on some stuff with me, and she's not flowing, which is okay, because she's playing great and she's fighting through it, and she's a beast. But this is part of the process. Like you and I work. You work on your things to improve, and then you go test it. And so here she is in her testing phase, and so it's maybe slowing her down just a tiny bit, but she's so good at setting and resetting and getting committed that that helps her through that process.
Definitely. And she's made the 8 ball in the wing again. So this is her 5th break, and she's made the wing ball on all 5 breaks. And I know that's something that Josh and Kennedy have been working hard on. So she's a hard worker, and she's put the wing ball in on every rack. So it gives her the first opportunity at the table, and really important. She's going to have to play safe on this one, though.
So we've been working on a kick safe here. So we'll see if she does a kick safe or if she plays a bank, 2-way bank.
She knocked the bank right in.
Yeah, I think she was playing safe, but she got it to go.
Yeah.
Now she'll be back to her jump cue.
Like I said, her jump cue's getting a workout tonight. So this is a difficult jump because that 3 ball's quite far away from the cue ball. So she's got to get this cue ball to travel quite a ways in the air. Let's see if she can clear it.
I was noticing her cue angle was low like mine, like we were doing today, Brian.
Yeah.
And she's been hitting it better. She's been getting better angle on it.
Yeah. She was rewarded. She got over that 3 and put him right behind the 9.
You hit the ball, good things happen. That's what they say, right?
That is right. Christian's in a tough spot here, but I really like this, and Josh is good at this shot. To just really slow kick this ball, there's really no need to hit this ball hard. If you kick this 1 rail behind the 2 and just barely hit it, Kennedy's probably not going to have a shot, and she's going to have to play safe. So let's see what happens. He went at it hard, which works, but he was fortunate there. I think he would have probably, had a higher probability of getting safe just going slow. this works, Kennedy's going to have to play safe back. What do you see her doing here, Josh?
Well, again, all I see is kick safes these days because it works, because she could kick it by the side pocket. She might choose to do that. She might bank it up for a safety. She tried to kick safe and she got a little bit too thin on it.
But I like the kick safe though, because the cue ball holds.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, even though she didn't hit that perfect, the cue ball held.
Yeah, that's what I like about those. And we've been working on them, and I've been shooting them. I did a video on them, so it's a useful shot. And it's really about the pace. She hit that really hard, and when she gets that pace down and smooths them, then it's going to be even better. She got fortunate here to leave him pretty tough. Oh no, she
knocks it in.
He knocks it in. What a shot!
Christian can come with shots.
Big time.
Yeah, I've been playing, sparring with him some, and he's been improving, but he will come with shots. So that was a really nice shot. It's difficult to get from the 3 to the 4 here, though. So let's see how he plays this. That 5 was a big ball to try and wrap around that corner.
Yeah, and then it just stuck him.
Yeah. I don't know if Christian even jumps. I don't know if he even owns a jump cue. So he may kick at this ball. I don't see him jumping here. But there's no obvious kick safe either. It's just he needs to hit the ball and hopefully get fortunate. Maybe he does have a jump cue. He's going over to its corner.
It looks like he's got something.
Yeah, so he's going to try and jump over this ball. Let's see if he.
And is he going to jump it to go 2 rails down on the head spot?
I think you're right, Josh. I think that's a good shot.
Yeah.
Bring the cue ball up table
Towards the 5.
towards the 5. Yeah.
Oh, he hit the 6.
Yeah, he hit the 6. I think he was doing exactly what Josh said, but he just clipped the 6 on the way over.
Oh, now does she ride the cash or does she run out?
I think she's running out, but
Yeah.
she could. Christian just played a combo.
I saw
That was
that.
probably a little easier than this.
Yeah, she's
But I
looking
think-
at the run out.
I think she'll run out. Christian shot that combo, and I think it was a great shot for him because the 8 ball didn't clear the 9. So he just felt like he had a better opportunity to shoot the combo. Where in this case,
I was glad that she just did this.
yeah, Kennedy's got a good chance to run out here. She doesn't really have any.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she doesn't really have any problem balls.
I was talking about her shooting the 4 up. This is the correct shot because you're going down towards your position versus like some sort of stun draw thing off the rail.
Yeah.
It's a little longer to shoot up table like this past the side pocket, but even with ball in hand in a 4 1/4 pocket, this can look real tough. But
Right.
she's doing the right thing here to go down into that zone there, going into her zone instead of drawing into her zone when she's got ball in hand.
And I think she's probably really focusing on making sure she passes the 6 with the cue ball.
And making the 4.
Right. And the most important thing, making the 4.
Oh, see, that's the trap with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hard shot when you're going all the way down table.
Yeah.
The ball can be missed just because the pockets are tight.
I have a video coming out. And then one of my next train with me's, it's going to be out in a while, but it's that exact shot.
Okay.
Shooting up table. Exact shot.
And it's one of those shots that you need to work on.
Yeah.
Because if you just set it down and think it's straight in and it's easy to make, it's just not.
It looks like it's a mile away and into a snooker pocket on
Right.
this table at times.
Exactly.
Especially when you're,
Right.
feeling it.
This is an important game for Christian. He really doesn't want to fall behind 3 games. So
He
needs to get out. He's in perfect on the 7. Just draw back.
Stun it back a little, draw back a little.
Went past his line a little bit, so he's in I think he's going to make it, but this ball can be missed.
And that's what happened. Oh, man.
Yeah, he got
left it
past
up.
his line a little bit.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So now this is another situation that I've noticed with Kennedy, that her fundamentals are so good that she has an opportunity to make this ball. I think most people would look at this shot and go, this is difficult. And she is too, but she gives herself a chance because she just stays with it, stays down and through the ball.
Yeah.
And gives herself a chance to make it. But making this shot on a 4 1/4 inch diamond It's extremely difficult.
This is all about level and still and trusting your stroke. You can't steer it. You just got to send it.
Right. That's what she's done. She
Wonderful.
knocked
Wow.
it right in the middle of the pocket. I mean,
That
the
shot
ball didn't even
difficulty
hit.
is,
Yeah. Didn't even hit the rail.
center.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's probably one of the most impressive things to me about Kennedy's game is that she, even though she's probably nervous, she can stay calm over the ball, and she delivers the stroke and does not move. So it's a good lesson for all of us. Big game. I don't think Christian's feeling really good about that because he feels like he should have been out, making it 5-4 rather than 6-3. So,
Well, this is a great opportunity for him to be in a spot where he can find out competition and pressure and you miss a shot and how do you regroup and how do you stay positive and how do you stay in the moment, and it's just a great opportunity, a learning thing for him, and he's got tremendous firepower and he's really good player, so it's just going to be cool to see how he handles it.
yeah, you got to go through it at some point.
Yeah.
He mishit that break a little bit. Last time he made the wing ball. This time he didn't hit it square. So the wing ball didn't go in, but the one went aside. The 5 ended up really difficult though. That's going to be the key to this rack. He's just looking to play safe.
Yeah, and he's hit it perfect.
Yeah, great shot.
Yeah.
But that 5 ball being stuck on the side, on the left-hand side there, I don't even know if that goes in the upper left-hand corner. Sometimes if you're stuck on that point, the ball might not even go. So that's going to be kind of the critical ball of this rack.
She's not jumping.
No.
Ooh. Is that good commentary? Ooh.
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 Excellent commentary.
Thank you.
Very, very good. She made the right play though, because the 5 is sitting where it's sitting, you just do not want to give up a ball in hand so that the other player has an opportunity to move that ball.
And you for sure don't want to hit the 5.
Right. Exactly. Christian makes a nice shot. He made a lot of nice shots. He's just not quite clearing the racks. So let's see if he can start doing that. But again, this 5 is difficult. So he may just roll one rail and try and get on the 5 to shoot it in the upper left. But I don't know if it goes. Let's see what he does. He kind of went.
He struck that hard.
Yeah, he struck that hard. So I'm not sure. Maybe it doesn't go. Maybe he's just looking at playing safe all the way here.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. Another nice shot.
Oh, it's like good object ball there, right?
Yeah.
Like he played object ball. And
Right. Covered the 5 behind the 6. So Christian's got to play. Kennedy's got to play safe here. And there's no obvious safe here either. He covered up part of the 5, so she's got to hit only the right-hand side of it. So he gave himself a good opportunity to get back to the table with a shot. She probably wants to bank the 5 down to the other end.
Kind of
and hold the cue
6
ball.
and then the cue ball behind the 6.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great shot. It doesn't have to. Now if she hits a 7, this is.
Yeah, she got a good rub, but her cue ball is up by the end rail, so that was the objective.
The thickness of the hit of the 5 and the cue ball, good things were going to happen there potentially. So,
Yeah.
Now we'll see what Christian. He's going to bank it back up center table, right?
I think so.
Just miss the 9.
Yeah.
Hit it a little light.
Left Kennedy an opportunity here. Not an easy one, but she's definitely got an opportunity. Again, sounds like a a stuck record here, but she's so good on these long shots where she stays still, stays with the ball, gives herself an opportunity to make it.
And this is the game ball. I mean, potentially, right? The 8 to the 9 is a little tricky,
Yeah.
but like you got to go all in on this one and try to make it.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how she does on it,
Right.
because it's going to come back up towards center table with the cue ball. So you don't
Right.
need to load it with English or anything. You just got to pot the ball, as
Right.
they say.
Again,
Unbelievable. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
She hit it perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think she was just all in. See, her cue ball ended up a little bit to the left. She was okay with that.
Right.
And now she's just got to keep it together to make the next two and try to get some sort of angle on the 8.
Right. But she shot that ball and made it look easy, and it's not an easy shot. It's just
That's a super difficult shot.
and she just knocks it right in the center of the pocket. So it's an impressive shot.
And it's impressive. Well, it's interesting. We'll see how she does on this 6. If she can put this one down solid. Yeah, see, she didn't get, she's got a little weird angle, but I'm starting to see her fire more and like less in her head. She's looking more smooth, is what I'm saying. It's cool.
It's one of those things where you get out to a lead, start to feel a little better, you know, get used to being on the stream.
Yeah.
So this is just
Cool to see it in real time is all I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
To see her progression.
Yeah.
And what she's going through. And potentially Christian could do the same, right? And we would watch that and cheer for him the same way or be happy for him the same way.
yeah.
It's just this, they're both going through it and battling and you know, a lot of times there's just an ebb and flow with these matches, and she's closer to flow now.
Yeah. She wants to really be center table on this, so she's got an angle on the 8 to pocket the 8 and go one rail back for the 9. So let's see if she maintains her angle. She's hit a really nice shot here. This is ideal position. That was excellent. And now she wants to pocket the 8 in the upper right, and then a little bit of stun draw and come back right to where her hand is.
She doesn't need to load a bunch of outside on this, because the draw angle will pull her towards that second diamond. And if you just maybe add a half tip or something, you can get towards that first, between the first and second diamond down to the first.
Right. It's really about pocketing the ball.
Yeah.
Because she's, like Josh said, you don't have to do a whole lot with the cue ball. Just a little bit of draw, maybe just a touch of right. And,
But you don't want to throw it out with a bunch of English, is what I'm saying.
right. So it's about putting the ball in.
Yeah, her pre-shot's the same. So it looks good.
She
Yeah,
hits a
beautiful.
nice shot.
Yeah. A little higher than she wants. A little bit more on the rail than she wants, but
Yeah,
did she make one of these earlier?
Yeah, I think it was even harder than this. I think she's comfortable enough now that I feel like she's going to bury this ball. But again, she just had, a nice fundamentals on that and put the 8 right in the middle of the pocket.
They're all big shots, but getting a 4-game lead, it's
Yeah, it's tough from there going to 11. So if she can put this ball in, 7-3 is hard to come back from.
yeah, what a shot.
A little close to the side, but she's fine.
Yep.
You can tell that she's definitely feeling more comfortable, as Josh said. She's had so much success on the break, so I think this will be her 6th break. And I think she's 5 for 5 on the wing balls, so I kind of want to see her go undefeated on wing balls tonight. And she's got a chance because she's hitting them really well. So let's see if she can do it again. What are some of the things you're working on with the break with Kennedy?
Well, I have a 3-point thing with her. It's the triple C's. She needs to coil to get some more power. She gets a little bit back on her weight back a little bit. So when I can get her to coil forward a little bit, it doesn't, it's not like a shift of weight. It's just a hitting position that is more aggressive, almost like mentally. And then she needs to, what was the other one? It's coil, and then it's space in it.
Well, you've got her shortening up a little bit, right?
Oh yeah. Compact. Thank you,
Compact,
Brian.
yes.
Compact.
Yeah.
Look at you. Compact. So I have her compact to shorten up her stroke a little bit, and then I have her crushing her hand. And I gave her a racquetball to increase her forearm strength, and she does it. I made her take it with her to work on her. Yeah. So I want her to. I like that she's drawing the ball back because now she can get shape on the one. I wasn't gonna talk to her during the match, but I was hoping she would start drawing the ball instead of following it because we were working on popping it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But with the wing ball going and the one ball not going, having her draw back like this. But yeah, it's just yep. So coil, compact, and then crush, meaning her timing is to squeeze her hand through and generate power.
And so that's 6 for 6 with the wing ball. So she's having success with that. One of the difficult things for Kennedy, which I was discussing with her a little bit, she's playing in the WPBA events, the Women's Professional Billiards Association, and they have a 3-point rule where you've got to get between balls pocketed and balls past the head spring, you got to hit 3. So they have a 3-point rule. And if you don't hit the 3-point rule, it's the other player's option to come to the table. So the power thing that Josh is working on her is really important because I think in that case she might not have hit
She
the
did
3-point.
not do the 3-point thing.
Yeah. So, and I think she's concerned about that. So that's one of the reasons why she's working on her break so much. So she's really close to having it. And she played a nice shot there, put Christian behind the 6 ball. And he made a nice hit.
Might not pay off if it comes out. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a really nice shot.
Yeah. I like the speed that he hit it. I mean, he made sure that he hit the ball. And so, he's going to make Kennedy run out. You just don't want to give up a ball in hand in that situation, especially being down 7-3. And this is a little bit of an awkward angle also because you got to come 2 rails and the 7 ball's big. And so you might have to shoot this with a little bit of right hand English, where you're spinning the cue ball and it could cause a miss.
It lengthens out your angle, correct? To come
Yeah.
to beat the 7.
Right.
Maybe a little low too.
She's shooting it just soft. And I think she was worried about the 7, and I think that actually caused the miss. She's gotten fortunate. So Christian might have to get out his jump cue again. Or he might masse around this.
Yeah. Because if he hits it with a masse, he's kind of going up towards it too.
Yeah, exactly. These masse shots are tough, difficult on a newer cloth. This is a little bit newer cloth yet, so it's a little slippery. So to get the masse to grab as you're coming around the 7 is harder on new cloth. So let's see if we can get around the 7. And I think that's exactly what happened. He massed around the 7 and the cue ball just didn't grab quite enough. So, especially for me, in my opinion, doing a masse shot like that on a new cloth is just really difficult. It might have been better to jump that ball.
That's some insight right there, boys.
I mean, if I was shooting that shot on a cloth that was 6 months or a year old, I probably would masse around it. But on a new cloth, it just is, the ball wants to slide. It doesn't want to grab.
It's like she's going to hit it and inside and run towards it too. Just like so. Very nice shot.
Yeah.
Very smart shot. And then she just stops and she's on the 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Really open rack. I mean, I think the key right now is to get an angle on the 4 because you want to come back out to center table for the 5. So, and you can see right now she's looking at that already. She understands that the key ball is really the 4 ball here.
she has a little angle to scoot out away from the rail, that would be helpful.
Yeah.
That's good. Just like so.
Yeah. Excellent shot.
Now she's got to find the angle you're talking about. Can she just hit it thick with some spin and have it do that?
Yeah,
without
she might
drawing
well
it?
just roll out.
Roll out.
Yeah, just I think the angle of the cut might just roll out to right where she put her hand. That's a little steep there, so let's see where she ends up.
Yeah, kind of where that diamond line is, the first diamond line.
Yeah.
I like the speed. Nope, too hard.
Yeah, that's the danger on that shot when you roll, without any speed, without any spin, that the ball can get away from you.
Yeah, right there, you'd want to think of that first diamond line as your dead zone.
Right.
So you'd want to stay within, and you want to be away. So she's just past it, of course. But if she was over, there's almost like a little box there, right where her hand is, the first diamond, and the two diamonds. I'll point to the screen. Just kidding. Nobody can see what I'm saying. The end rail and the side rail diamond, that's your box, and you want to be closer to the first diamond. And then you got and roll out, so you got a nice bridge for the 4 to the 5. So
And even saying that, Christian is excellent. Kennedy is excellent at cutting balls in, so she's probably going to cut this ball in and go 2 rails and end up perfect on the 5.
she got it. What's gonna do on the 7?
So the 7's awful big here, but I think
she's got problems. Yep.
And that was really caused because she got too much angle on the 4.
And she hit it a little thick.
Yeah.
So that it caused it to go towards that 7. If she hit it to the thin side of the pocket, it went more towards the 5.
Definitely.
That angle changes with the thickness of the hit.
I can't tell how close she got to the 7 there, but if whether or not she can kick at the left-hand side rail to get to the 5, she might have to shoot this with some spin to hit the 5. But this is a shot where you just got to hit the ball and hope for the best. I mean, there's not a lot of options here in terms of trying to play safe on the kick. You really need to hit this ball.
That's my favorite way to kick. I like kicking and hoping.
Kick and hope, that's what this shot is, and it really is. And I think the left-hand side rail might be cut off, and she's really concerned that she can't get to the 5.
I hope she doesn't have to mass say it if she starts elevating. It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
While she's looking at the other kick, she might even have that option.
There's not a lot of here. She even looked at kicking at the right-hand side rail before the side pocket with some English.
Yeah.
But that might be cut off too. She got really close to the 7 and it just made it really difficult. And if she wants to kick to the end rail, she's jacked up over the 7. Looking at that right-hand side rail, I think, this is a shot you have to hit with a lot of spin, or she might even go 2 rails back behind the 5 here.
Nope.
Yep, it was one of those shots that you had to really spin to get to that 5. She just was in a tough spot. It was a tough thing to hit, and now Christian really needs to get out here. It's one of those things where he's hitting the ball well, but
Really
we're at the
well.
point of the match where this game is really important for him.
He's going to want to be on the far side of that 7, so we'll see.
Right.
You don't want to be hitting that and going 3-4 rails to the 9. So he's going to want to just come over to this downside, half side by the 7.
Hit a nice shot, rolled to the rail, and came back out.
There he goes. Yeah, just like that's fine too.
Yeah. So now we can just roll this forward and shoot the 9 in the lower left, or he could stun it and shoot it in the lower right.
I think he's going to stun it.
That's what he did, and he's going right to the corner.
This is a problem.
Oh, he's had 2 difficult scratches, 2 hard scratches. He made the 9 ball earlier tonight, and scratched in the upper left, and now he scratched on the 8 ball.
Wow.
with two games that he thought he should have. So again, he hit the ball nice there, but he probably just didn't pay enough attention as to, that's one of those shots where you just have to avoid the corner. And he probably, is inexperienced yet playing in this situation, and he just didn't pay enough attention to not scratching.
Yeah.
So again, he put a nice stroke on it. He just let the cue ball go a little bit.
I talk a lot about rolling versus stunning, and I'm a roll guy versus a stun guy when possible. And that's kind of an example.
Yeah, and I think Josh is right. When you shoot that stun angle like that, it's really hard to determine exactly the direction of the cue ball, so it can get away. You got to hit it really well.
Yeah.
Again, Christian went across the one ball there, so I'd like to see the cue ball come back towards him instead of going across to the my left-hand side of the table, or our left-hand side of the viewer's left-hand side of the table. And you lose a lot of power that way, and you can see that he didn't make a ball.
And again, he didn't have a 3-point either.
Right. Yeah. And that 3-point rule, as far as Kennedy going and her playing in that women's tournament next week, it's a big rule that they're trying to take away the soft break.
Yeah.
They want players to actually hit the ball with some force.
That's what we're working on.
Yeah.
Got the racquetball going.
Looks like she might try and roll right to the end rail. Or
Bank the one up. Oh, she wait.
Oh.
Oh no!
She
I was
might
gonna say she can get this.
can't tell if that 9 goes past the 3.
Laughing, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I was.
I think she was playing the one all the way there.
Yeah.
So I don't think that 9 will pass the 3. So she's probably
Brian and I are
Gonna
both
play
leaning
safe.
to the left of the monitor, like that can help. Trying
exactly
to catch the angle.
right. True.
I think it goes, bro.
I don't think it goes. I think she's going to play safe on this.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
She's lining it.
lining it up.
She's lining it.
She,
It goes.
you may have
I leaned over. I saw it.
Called me
on
a
the
liar.
monitor. I'm not calling you a liar.
No.
I'm just saying. I think it goes through.
it might, and she's like actually she's
Oh,
looking
you know
to
what?
play safe behind the 6. She
could-
wants to try and
She could go off the 4 with the 9.
I got
Like
that
you
shot.
last night.
So
Like
she-
you last night.
Yeah, I have that shot. But I really think she's going to try and make a 9 here and put the cue ball behind the 6, kind of as a two-way shot.
We'll see what happens. Might go straight in. Oh, it almost went off the 4 like I called it.
Yeah. I shot a shot like that against Josh last night, and he,
Hill.
yeah, we were hill, and I lucked out, but there was a big pocket. That's all I'm.
It was the same scenario.
Same scenario.
Where Brian played safe behind the 8 ball, which was like the 6 angle there, and then he played it off a ball like the 4, and it went in.
Yeah,
and
it was
worked
it was a
perfect.
big pocket.
Yeah, it was a big pocket.
And I
He
got
did a great
forward.
shot.
I got fortunate,
Hey, I mean,
but that's an important
two-way
point
shot is
about when you're playing a combo. It's nice to get cover on the cue ball.
yeah, very good. So is he cutting this or is he banking it? No, he's playing safe.
Playing safe. That
Well, that-
7 was big.
Yeah. Well, this is a golden opportunity. We'll see.
Yeah,
It's tough to get on the 3 from that angle, maybe.
Yeah, just an awkward
Gotta
angle on
power
the
it.
2. She might just roll forward and shoot the 3.
Up table.
Yeah, she might shoot it in the in our lower right, because it's really hard to come out. I don't think there's any angle there, and drawing back if she's straight in or
She'd be drawing towards her hand.
right.
She looks like she's going to hit it soft with follow, just like you called.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And now
It's natural. She can
because
make it to get the 4.
she cuts the ball so well, she doesn't need to draw this. She can just roll the 3 down the rail and bring the cue ball.
Towards the 2nd, 3rd diamond.
Yeah, and cut the 4 in. The key though is making the 3, and this is easier said than done. This is one of the most difficult shots, straight down the rail in a 4 1/4 pocket.
This one's really easy to overcut.
Yeah.
You don't want to touch the rail. You want
Right.
to hit the side point.
Right.
You can kind of overcut this pretty easy. It's almost like you have to hug it and trust it.
Right.
So we'll see what she does. Yeah.
Josh got that exactly right. It's really easy to overcut that ball, and But I think that was still the right shot. She didn't get crazy on the 2 ball. You know, she took what was there and tried to run out.
And if she made it, she would have been on the 4. And
Right.
She didn't go crazy on it.
Yeah.
Like with a bunch of draw or anything. She just
Right.
need to hit it a little thicker. And that would have put her down more towards the 3rd diamond too.
Right.
It was thicker. So how's he do this?
It's like he's trying to draw past the side.
Yeah.
It made it tough. It's another one of those shots where, there was an argument there to just go 1 rail and stay above the side here and just cut the 4 in.
You put
But
too
that's
much
personal
spin on
preference.
it.
Yeah, it just makes it harder to make the ball the way Christian shot it.
Yeah.
Not that he couldn't make it. It just makes it harder.
Yeah. Now she's thinking if she can roll forward or she has to draw it out, or
Yeah.
she's kind of looking at that.
The
Man,
corner's
it's a
big.
tough one to catch.
Yeah, the corner's big. The 5-ball's big. So even if you make it and don't scratch, your cue ball's probably going straight towards the 5.
4.
The 4, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I like it. I like the way she hit it.
Yeah,
That's fine. There's the drawing that looked like a death sentence.
Yeah.
It wasn't gonna do anything. It was gonna snap the cue ball back up towards the 9.
Yeah. So
Now she rolls this in the side. Look at her looking at it.
yeah, she came out
Fortunate
good.
there.
Well, you roll into the ball, you're going into the ball, and you just hope you come out with a shot.
I like how she's lining it up right now. Man, she's looking solid, bro.
Yeah.
Calm. You get a 5-game lead, you can kind of feel a little confident.
Yeah. It helps.
Smooth out. Yeah, see,
She's hitting the ball really well.
Yep.
So now this is I think she's just going to roll this ball up and just go center table. I don't think she's going to go 2 rails or anything. She's good at
I think she could go 2 rails.
Yeah.
It's hard to hit this soft enough and have it die.
I think she likes that though. I think she likes shooting the balls
Man,
a little softer. I think she's going
it
to
has
just
a tendency to hit it thick when you hit it soft, though.
yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I
I mean, it's hard to tell the exact angle. I'm sorry.
it is. I just see her rolling this ball in. Let's see.
You're probably right. Yeah, it probably looks steeper than it is.
But it can be missed. I mean, and Josh has a good point. If you hit this with 2 rail speed, it just a lot of times feels easier to make the ball.
And the 6 is pretty close to the hole, so
Yeah.
the 2nd rail, you're going to get shape right off of
Right.
it. So we'll see what she does. I think she's going to hit soft. Yeah.
And she
She
put
hit it
right in.
perfect. Yeah. Beautiful shot.
She's good at those shots, and I've seen her hit a few like that, and she's just good at those shots. Now she's ended up pretty straight in the 6 here. She might have a little bit of a cut angle, so I think she'd like to draw this out and get straight in the 7. But with the angle that she has in the 6, she may not be able to do that. She might have to just draw back, shoot the 7 in the lower left, and then go 2 rails around the 9 for the 8. So. But it all depends on the angle she has in the 6. And I know she's been working on her draw stroke too, so it'd be nice to bring this back, a foot or 2. She had a stun angle, so she hit it well.
Now she's going to need to go forward, right?
Yeah, I agree with that, and that was the 7 ball is more difficult than it looks when you have a 6 ball there, because now she's got a awkward angle, because if she goes forward, the cue ball really could get away to her right, to her left, and make this 8 ball kind of steep cut. So she needs to decide if she wants to hit this with a little bit of inside angle to straighten the cue ball up off the end rail, or if she just wants to roll straight forward and take the cut on the 8.
And if she hits it with inside, she needs to be aiming at the right-hand side of the pocket as we're looking at it.
Yeah.
And then it'll kind of squirt out and give her a good shot.
Right.
Send her up towards table. I guess what I'm saying is you have a tendency to overcut this if you're loading it with inside.
Right.
Is she loading inside?
It looks like she's putting a little inside. I don't. That's what she did.
She hit it beautiful.
She straightened it off the end rail and
just
and
a little
like I
bit.
said,
Didn't super load it. Sorry.
If you don't do that, you end up kind of by that right-hand side pocket, and it makes the 8 really hard. And this is still a difficult shot. She needs to put a little bit of right-handers on this to straighten this up, because the ball 2 rails, because the ball wants to go towards the 9 if you shoot this with no English. So she needs to shoot this with a little bit of right-hand spin, and like Josh said, go 2 rails back out for the 9.
So you're going to pace it a little bit
Yeah.
because you want to fight that down angle, that
Right.
downstream kind of thing the cue ball wants to do.
Right.
So if you put some outside on it, hit it with some pace, it'll keep its head up. Like it won't be going towards the 9 as much.
Right.
And yeah, we'll see what she does.
She's been good. She's hit every one of these thin cuts down the rail, so I expect her to make this.
See how it goes downstream like that? Oh, bummer.
That was the concern.
Yeah.
That was the concern, that if you either overcut it or if you don't put enough right hand spin, it wants to go right at the 9. And then she got an unfortunate roll because it hit the 9 and scratched. And so that's happened to her now too, where Christian just scratched last game and now Kennedy scratched this game. So, you know, she made the ball and got a little unfortunate on the 9, but I think she did want to go above that 9.
Yep. And
I think she might have just overcut it a little bit.
that's what I'm saying, where it enters the pocket.
Yeah.
If she enters the pocket and kind of brushes the pocket going in, you have to like, on a 4 1/4, it's tough to do, but you got to hit it on the thicker side of the pocket with just a little bit of English.
Yeah.
And that keeps her up above the 9.
Let's see if she can knock the 7 in the corner again. And she
Yep.
does.
Oh, and she drew the ball. Nice
Yeah,
there.
she's good.
I think she figured that out. She definitely figured that out
And
to draw the ball.
she hit the 3-point rule again. So that was a legal break in the WPBA. So she hit that well.
Well, this is interesting. If it just stops right there, then she got the 2-3. This is a big shot if she's got the right angle.
Yeah. I don't know if that 2 goes in the side. It's a steep angle for that 2
You're
in the
right.
side.
You're right.
So
It looks easy from here.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe she can roll forward.
These side pockets are just tight.
Oh, she's playing it. Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, even the 1
The one was, yeah.
in these side pockets needs to be hit perfectly. There's no room for error.
Well,
So
now this is interesting. I was talking about Christian to see if Christian can kind of take that game and add some momentum to himself here.
That was a big
Play a
key for
good
him.
safety. He wants to lock around the 2 here, I think. Oh, no, he just went up table with it.
Which was a good
That's
shot.
a good shot, yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. Here she comes with her kick safe. We'll see how her kick safe game is.
Right. She's got a good opportunity to kill that cue ball after kicking behind the 1.
Oh, maybe she can make it. I don't know.
I
No,
don't think so.
the 6 is too big. I'm doing the lean. I'm leaning over on Brecky. Sorry, Brecky. So she's got to spin it. She looks like she's aimed out a little far, but we'll see how it goes. Yep, like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
Yep. She hit a little thin.
Well, she got a little fortunate.
She got, yeah. So now Christian's going to be kicking again. So
4 ball on the side, baby.
Christian really didn't get rewarded as yet anyway. But so he just needs to keep hitting the ball. And then, you know, you can come out with a safe. But the important thing, again, is to hit the ball. And the 4 could go inside. I'm not sure if he gave up that
In the
1
corner.
or not. It's probably in the corner. I don't think it goes on the side.
Tough shot on this table to make in the corner
Right.
and do something with your cue ball.
Right. She may be able to cut the 1 in the corner and just come back and hit the 8 with the cue ball.
Yeah.
Or she might be looking at playing safe.
She's
I think she was playing safe because
Yeah.
she really made sure that her cue ball
came
came
back
down to the
table.
end rail. But the 1 ball got away from her a little bit.
Christian's good at cutting the ball. He can make this, but what's happening with the
Yeah,
cue
the
ball?
8 ball's big here. He's got to hit it at a slow speed, and we'll see if he can clear the 8.
It's a little bit wild, this shot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was a little worried. He wanted to bring the cue ball around the table, back up for the 2, and just made the shot difficult.
Now she chips this behind, kind of towards the 6 and 3. Oh no! Well, what do you think, Brian?
I don't know. This is,
It's kind of a weird spot.
yeah, it's awkward.
I mean, you're gonna leave something for sure in
Yeah.
that field goal range there with the 6 and 3 on my shot.
Yeah, I mean, you could then cut this towards the 5. on the end rail and try and roll up behind the 3 with a little right hand spin, but it's not an easy shot.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
There's no
That's probably the
obvious
shot.
save.
That might.
She also might bank it and just try and roll up behind the 4. She thin hit it, leave Christian long. Just a good idea,
Yeah.
especially on this table. If you're up 8-4, make your opponent come to the table and with a tough shot. He's trying to decide if he just wants to roll this in and take the cut on the 2. He doesn't like slow rolling balls. He likes to hit balls firm. So I'm not exactly sure what he's going to do.
Playing a safety.
Yeah, you're right. He was.
The way he was lined up.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great shot. She can spin hit it here, right?
Yeah, she's probably going to have to kick behind it again. I don't think she has the edge of it. She's looking at that now.
Yeah. See how much faster she's playing now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early in the set, her speed was a lot slower.
Yeah. Her dad mentioned that earlier. Well, she had a little piece of it. She feathered it.
Feathered it with nice. The cue ball's got to slow
That's
down.
cue ball scratching.
It's amazing how that cue
Great
ball
shot,
rolls
though.
out in these tables. It just rolls out. You know, she hit a nice shot. She just didn't get rewarded.
Yeah, her dad, he was talking early in the set how she was taking so much time. And I said, just let's be patient. Like things can change and she can become more comfortable and smooth it out. And that's what's happening. you
Yeah.
know? So this is a good opportunity for Christian.
Yeah,
to get on the board.
It might get behind the 3.
This is, no,
I
ooh,
think
it's
he's
a close
hooked.
one. Yeah.
Let's see.
He
Let's see if
looks
he
like
can make it.
might have it.
Yeah.
Is he elevating? Oh, he's got a mass
He's got a mass aid again.
That's a bummer.
Again, I feel like Christian is playing well, but another situation where maybe he just didn't take enough time to make sure that he didn't go behind the 3.
Which is, that's a balancing act for him, right?
Yeah.
He likes to shoot quick,
Right.
without many practice strokes, and
Right.
and it's his flow.
Right.
So it's hard to say he needs to take more time because this is how he got, this is how he got to be where he likes his game.
Right.
It's tricky. That's all.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
It's tricky.
definitely.
I mean, it's a hell of a shot, and but that's for him to decide, right?
Right.
That's the beauty of playing this, and that's why he's playing this match, because he wants to go through this and find out this information.
Right.
That's how we find the information out.
Yeah.
We go through this, and then we assess and we look at it, and then we decide what works and what doesn't work for us, and that's that's the coolest part of having the stream available for people to play on, because they get a chance to feel the pressure and see what works and what maybe doesn't work, and to make the changes and learn, right? It's a great learning experience.
Yeah. So she rolled that ball to make sure that she kept an angle on the 4 and the side.
Yeah.
So she can come down for the 5. She'll probably come back 1 rail and shoot the 5 in the lower left-hand side, left-hand corner.
So now this has a tendency to slow down with the newer cloth, to like spin out a little bit.
Yeah, right.
So we'll see how she
Because she could stun it down too and shoot the 5 in the lower.
the rolling
right.
yeah. The
But
rolling shot has a tendency to, for me, or I've noticed. So we'll see how it ends up. Yeah, see how it kind of slows down there?
It's especially when the object ball is close to the rail like that. But she ended up hitting a good speed.
She hit a good shot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying she kind of wanted to get to that second rail and come at that ball off the rail if possible. And,
Right.
And it's hard. That shot has to be hit really firm to do that. She hit a good shot though. I mean, everything's good.
And now the 9 ball's big, so she's got to decide if she just wants to go straight up to the center table and take the cut on the 6, because the 9's big here.
She gonna?
She may just go straight to center.
She can go in the opposite 6 corner. Oh no, she went there.
Yeah,
no, it's
straight-
perfect. She
straight.
just beat the 9. That's
Yeah.
like a picket fence drill.
Right.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Actually, I had her working on that last week.
yeah.
Picket fence.
Okay.
She
yeah.
did it perfect.
Yeah, you just wanted to go straight up the table and take the cut.
We
She
literally
got,
just did that angle on a picket fence drill. Sorry, Brian, go ahead.
it's fine.
So
No,
excited.
it's fine. She got better than I even thought she could. I thought she'd be a couple inches to the left of that, and she hit it perfect. And now she really wants to probably come 2 rails on this with the pocket 6 in the lower left and go off the end rail and the side rail back out to the middle.
And she's looking at her zone, where she wants to be, where she doesn't want to be.
Yeah.
We worked on that, kind of figuring out, like, she doesn't want to be back cutting the 8 here. So she probably realizes that I'm not going to be short on this. I'm going to come out to center and maybe be a little long.
Yeah.
So we'll see what she comes up with.
This is one of those shots that, as long as you're not short, it's hard to get bad on it, because you can go either side of it. There's a shot to get on the 9. So you just don't want to get in that no man's land of short.
Right where her cue ball is, or
Yeah,
short of that.
right.
You know, she wants to get past that line. Which she's going to end up in the corner.
Yeah, I don't think she was playing for the corner, but that was the hard part of that shot, to hit the speed to come back to the side, this is fine.
It's easy before you pull the trigger to be like, don't smash it. 'Cause
Right.
I don't want to be down by the rack area there, by that little magic rack.
Yeah,
And so you come up short. But she came up short, it looks like, potentially.
short, which is end up perfect in this case.
Exactly, yeah. So this one's really natural. Just smooth it in and let it just bounce off right between that 3rd diamond in the side pocket, or right about where the diamond is, and just come out about a little bit. Yeah, smoothed it right, perfect.
Yeah. She had a little stun shot there. It was a good shot.
Oh, did she? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought that was rolling,
Yeah,
but
she might have rolled it.
no, I don't. I mean, maybe she did.
It's hard to tell.
I would shoot this one hand. Just kidding. See if she rolls this or perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, nice shot. So she takes a 9-4 lead. It was another big game. You know, the lead's getting bigger. She's got a 5-game lead now.
Well, now she's 1 off the hill.
Yeah, so
Christian's gonna have to rally.
yeah, it's tough from here from Christian. So he just, it's one of those things where you play one game at a time from here and see what happens, and hopefully you can put a couple games on the wire and put some pressure on your opponent.
Yeah, if to get it to 9-6, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
9-5,
yeah.
9-6. Like
Right.
if you get it to 9-6,
Yeah, you can't really
can't win them all in one game. But
yeah, you can't really worry about the score here. And there is a player break, so we're gonna take a break too, and we'll be back with you real soon. Okay, we're back. We're back. It's Christian's break. Down 9-4. Again, he's trying to make the wing ball here. 6 in the corner. Little wide again, crossed it over. So that's one of the things that Christian could probably work on, is that time he crossed over and scratched in the opposite side, which is really kind of a cardinal sin in the 9-ball break. So hit him hard, but he's got a tendency to cross over when he's breaking, and the cue ball's going towards the other side of the table. So Kennedy's got another opportunity here.
She's right-handed, so this is a good spot for her. I was thinking about having her off to the side of the table, and having the cue ball closer, and
right?
So she's not stretching.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of times when you stretch like that, it's easy to let up in your stroke, and I think she might have done that there.
She's got a big pocket here with the 9. That's what she's looking at.
Yeah,
Play safe on the 2.
Yeah, carrying into the 9 and trying to make the 9, and actually
the 6 there.
The 6 is there to help the 9 go in.
That's what she's looking at.
Yeah, she might have been playing this the whole time. It's hard to tell.
Oh,
I don't know, but
yeah. This is safety we've been working on. Ooh,
she hit a nice
she
shot.
She went
there.
all in on the make.
Yeah.
She wasn't playing a 2-way.
Yeah, she was close to making it.
She was like, "Let me get on the hill." That was funny. Oh, but look where the 6-9 ended up. So now Christian's got to navigate to get to the 4 here.
Yeah, and
well, he's got to make the 2.
Yeah, to getting on the 3 is not easy.
Okay, he did
a nice shot.
Did the first one. Now jump off the rail so he's not. Yeah, you didn't want to be hung over that ball.
Yeah, he's kind of hung over it. It makes this shot tough. I think he's got to shoot over that.
Does he go forward here?
Yeah, I think he's going to go one rail. He's straight over that ball.
What a shot.
Yeah,
beautiful shot.
He comes with shots. He really does.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a game winner right there.
So he wants to back this up a couple inches and stay off the rail and cut that 5 in.
But not too far off the rail like this. This is the problem. Well, he went all in maybe to go to the 5-9.
Might be shooting a combo.
Yeah, that's probably what he was doing at that speed.
This is a shot where you could err towards hitting the 5 towards the 6, because you can shoot the 5 off the 6 into the 9, and you really can't miss it.
He's in good shape here. This one's down, I think. Yep, nice. So that's a smart shot to go off the 4. I was thinking, we were both talking about kind of keeping it and shooting the 5.
Right.
But he hit it in a way that he could just end the game.
Right. Yeah. That was a huge pocket over there. So yeah, he hit it the right way.
That was a great shot. I got to mark it for him.
So we're at 9-5. Like we said, Christian just needs to put a couple games on the board here just to kind of feel like he's in shouting distance of Kennedy. So we get to watch Kennedy's break again, which she's come a long ways on. So I don't know how many breaks she's had. I think this is her 8th break, and she's 7 for 7 on that wing ball. She's also 7 for 7 on keeping the cue ball from crossing over to the other side of the table. That one crossed over a little bit, and I think she missed the wing ball. So that's the first time, and that really shows the importance of the hit on the one ball. She didn't hit the one square, so the corner ball didn't go in.
So when we work on developing her power, it's working on hitting the ball square too. The one ball, like you're saying.
Right.
So it's not just these like physical things to generate more cue speed. It's the square hit as well.
Yeah. Christian hit a great shot there.
Very nice.
Again, it looked, sometimes he just makes it look easy, but he just fired that right down the rail, right into the pocket. Nice shot, Christian.
Yeah, see, this is more Christian style right now. Just shooting in tough shots and smoothing them and not I mean, making them look easy. That's
Yeah, that was another very
two
difficult
shots are
shot.
like classic Christian in my book.
Yeah.
Like he hit two really difficult shots and he hit them both great.
Yeah. And he's got a perfect angle on the floor.
it's
Another
same.
perfect shot, stunned
perfect,
up.
yeah.
Not, just not easy to do, to get that stunned speed and direction perfect like that.
And now as he go forward,
I think he's going to draw back.
you think so?
I think he's going to draw back and shoot the 5 in the lower right.
Yeah, there he goes. Which is good because then if he gets down to the end rail,
He's got some left-hand spin, so he should be fine.
oh no, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting a little closer. I thought he would
He's
come
going to
back.
probably bounce up on the right side of the 9 now.
And he's loading it, and he overcooked it. Yeah.
Yeah, he shot that inside English, and with the new cloth, it scored it out on him, so he overcut the ball.
Yes, just what we were talking about today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is a big spot to get on the hill.
Yeah, right.
Getting on the hill is I'm going to give you a little insight, Brian. When you can get on the hill, when your man's on 5,
Yeah.
11.
Yeah. You like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I start feeling not comfortable, but I feel
You
pretty
feel
good.
pretty good from there.
Yeah, I like it. It makes it tougher to yeah. Then I can just spew oil.
Yeah, right.
Still,
Just
wait for a shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't. I'm just kidding. So this getting on the 6 is big. Like,
Yeah, Kennedy's paying a lot of attention to what the angle she wants in the 6, and I think she's hit it
oh, she
perfect.
felt perfect on it. And now it's just like stop, Q spin, color money.
Right.
Stop on the 6, stop on the 7,
Right.
or draw on the 7 a little bit. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, just a couple inches, but she
She's-
hit that 5 so good that it's tic-tac-toe from here.
Can't take it for granted, but yes.
Yeah.
And she went and looked at her angle. She knows what's up.
Right.
And so she'll stop it here. Just like so. And now she just got a 6-inch draw shot.
Yeah, and this is one of those shots where you could stop this and go one rail up for the 9 in the lower left.
You could do that. Yep.
It just depends on how comfortable you are, and how you're
Pocketing.
feeling in terms of pocketing the ball and drawing it back a few inches. So
Yeah.
it's completely fine to just stop the ball here if you'd like.
And then just cut it and come one rail back
Yeah.
up to the 9.
Right.
For sure.
Right. So let's see how she's feeling. She's feeling good. I see her drawing it back like Jess said.
She's got the new draw stroke. Let's see how she does with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
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 She dropped back. She drew back, and I think she's
I think she
fine
can
to hold the angle now.
bunt, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if she bunts right to where she's going to point her hand, she's going to look over there. Right there is where she's bunting to. Yep.
Right.
And she's looking at that side of the pocket, the right side of the side pocket,
Yeah.
to thicken it up, to slow it down.
When you shoot this shot and you're just slow rolling it, this ball can grab. So you have to be careful to make sure you cut it enough.
Yeah, so it
She
doesn't
hit it
go into the
perfect.
point. She hit
Right.
it perfect. Yeah. Yeah, hit it right into the point.
Right. I've seen that and I've done that.
See, I feel like when she was on that 7, like when you're under a little pressure to get on the hill, it's just like, let's win the game by drawing back a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if you have to cut it down, you're playing this rolling position and having to go 4.5 feet back and forth,
Right.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So now she can just be straight and snap it in. Yeah. Nice.
So she gets to the hill, makes a nice out. And we're back to Christian breaking.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Slate a little bit. We're at Slate Billiards in St. Paul, Minnesota, and been open probably like 10 months or so now.
Yeah, private billiard club.
Yeah, Josh, talk a little bit about it's your baby. So let's talk a little bit about what it is and what you're doing here.
Well, it's I just say that it's a highly designed, beautiful equipment training facility, and it's a place that we're just doing a ton of training and working on our game, and but also we have the best equipment. I designed every square inch thoughtfully. It's really vibed out. We've got a lot of non-traditional type of pool room people, and it's just such a great environment. And we just have a lot of awesome people here. Our members are great, and our culture is great, and we're just working and learning together.
Which is really true. Josh is running training 2 or 3 nights a week now, and he's getting a full house. He's got almost every table going on training nights. So he sets up a little training exercise every week, and people stop in and they train for a couple hours, and then they all have to try and execute the run out in front of the group. So it's a lot of fun. So he's doing a great job with that.
Yeah, it's kind of like some safe pressure simulated game situation. Everyone shoots in front of everyone, so it's great. Brian jumps in and helps out a lot. We have Mike Pankoff is here, so we have some pretty high caliber players that are helping in the training. And nice shot.
Yeah, she hit that great. Christian's going to have to kick one rail on this. I don't think there's any way around that 3.
This is a tough spot for Christian. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's this ball, you feel like you should hit it, but the one ball's out in space a little bit, so this ball can be missed. If you put any side spin on this cue ball as you kick, you're going to miss the one.
nice shot.
He hit it well.
Yep.
But he,
But didn't get rewarded. Yeah, he didn't get rewarded.
Just a difficult spot. It's hard to get safe there. It's a situation again where Kennedy's, and she's probably always been good at this, and I know Josh and Kennedy have been working on this. She's really good at a rolling ball. So this is a rolling ball just to cut the one in and come back to center table.
Towards where the 2 is.
Yeah.
I mean, where the cue ball is, rather.
Yeah, right.
You don't really even need to load it with inside. You just kind of,
Yeah, just roll the ball.
if Nancy's watching, you would just slice us in, Nancy. Nancy's one of our members, and she's newer to pool, and she's learning the terminology. She's probably watching. Oh, and shout out to Surav. He's probably watching too.
Yeah.
I could go at endless shout outs, so I shouldn't do that.
You'll
All the other
miss
members,
somebody.
I'll miss everybody. Yeah, I'd have to go down the whole list. So
This is a difficult rack. That 4's in a stuck position.
yeah,
So she's got to decide if she wants to go into that now. I don't think she will. She'll probably try and pocket the 2, pocket the 3, play safe on the 4, or try and shoot the 4-9 combo if she can get on it. But I see her pocketing the 2, pocketing the 3, and then determining how to play safe on the 4. But if she's feeling good, she might just go into this here. I don't
she'd
see
have
it.
to load with low though to
Yeah.
sweep, and it looks like she's rolling. Yeah, well,
That 8 ball was big too. She might have gotten hooked here.
I
I
think
don't
she
know if
is.
she's got an angle to the 3 or not.
I think I would have. I think I might have swept in there because the 3 isn't right in front of the pocket.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah. There's a lot of good things that can
I'm
happen.
a little bit of a gambler on that stuff, so
Yeah.
I would gamble a little bit, sweep in, try to move the 4, bunt it out, and just come up with a shot on the 3 and
Right.
make it happen. But
Right.
she's going jump or kick. No, she's looking at the kick.
Unless she feels like she can make it past the 6, I can't really tell at this angle.
I'm leaning over. I can't tell from the screen. Yeah. Oh, we have the top angle.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh, we don't have the top angle.
Yeah. We don't have a side
don't
angle
have-
tonight either. We have some technical difficulties, so
Okay.
this is the only angle we have tonight. So sorry about that. We'll get that fixed for the next stream. She might be just banking this ball out and playing safe.
Ooh,
She tried to make it. She thought
it.
she had enough room.
Oh, the cheddar.
Let's see if
It's
Christian
wired.
shoots this ball or not.
Oh yeah.
This is one of those shots that you really need to play it 2-way. So if you're trying to make the 9, you probably want to stun forward and see if you can get behind the 4 or 5. We'll see
And then
if
the
he's
3
got
ball
the
would
angle
come
for
up
that. Yeah,
2
cue
rails
ball
towards the
would go
corner up there.
Yeah, it would go up top.
Gives you some
Give you
backup
some
play.
cover behind the 4 or 5. Let's see if he does that.
We're gonna know quickly. He shoots quick.
Yeah,
Nice
he
shot.
knocked it right in.
Yeah, I'm clapping right now, Christian. Very
Yeah.
nice shot.
Yeah. He's
Well,
made
10-6.
2 combos that were dead center.
Yeah.
So we got it to 6, and Kennedy's break
He's
again.
breaking on the even total. Victor said hi.
Oh,
I forgot to tell you.
hi, Victor, if you're listening. That's my son. So this is Brian Brecky. I'm sitting here with Josh Burble, and my son said he was going to listen to the stream tonight. So shout out to Victor again. Let's see if Kennedy can put that 6 in the lower right corner. Yeah, she did it again. You can see how the cue ball came straight back to her. And every time she does that, she pockets the wing ball in the lower right.
This time she got the one on the side.
Yeah, she got the one
She
on
would
the
have
side too.
great shape on the one if it didn't go in.
Yeah, so she hit the 3-point rule there. She got the 5 into the kitchen. So it just shows the importance, especially with a magic rack or a template rack, that if you can hit the ball square, you can get that wing ball to go. And she's hitting them well. And she's 8 for 9 tonight with that wing ball, which is obviously an excellent percentage. She's looking at pushing out here. She wants to push to a situation where Christian has to make a decision. In my opinion, I think when you're pushing, you don't want to push to a position where there's an obvious save. I always like to push to a position where I get to shoot. So I don't think everyone agrees with me on that, but I like to push to where it's so tough that they're going to give it back to me.
Even if it's a tough save?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's just my philosophy. I think other people have different philosophies. I feel like I'd rather have the shot on my stick than my opponent's. So I'll push out to a tough spot in a lot of cases.
Let's just say hypothetically that a person didn't really like playing safe.
Yeah. Like Josh. I've done that for 30 years to Josh. No. Yeah, I just told him tonight what I did. No.
I know. Now I know. Well, what if, let's say, hypothetically, someone pushed out to a pocket-to-pocket draw shot?
Then I would let the guy shoot, which Josh did to me last night. He hit this shot. The best shot I've seen probably in my life. So he hit a great shot, draw shot last night.
Well, she got. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she got
behind the ball there. That's tough when you're down 10-6.
Yeah.
So we'll see how Christian handles it.
She tried to make the ball and she came out safe.
Yeah.
So, but you really just need to hit the 2 and because she's not lucky until he leaves her a shot here. He could kick her right back and get safe.
Well, that was a great kick.
Yeah, he got the score right this time too. So,
well, he actually left her. Well, she's seeing the finish line, so we'll see, see if how much she wants to do here.
Right. I think she's going to play safe. I don't think she'll try and make the 9, but he hit that ball. Christian hit that ball, and there's a good chance that he's going to get to shoot again
because he hit
the ball. Yeah. So it's just so important to hit the ball.
And so just to wrap up the conversation on pushing, if you're a shooter, push to a shot. If you're a mover, push to a move.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's clip notes.
Yeah, clip notes.
And you just want it back.
Right.
I'm totally kidding, but that's the way I think. I'm a shooter, so I push to a shot.
Push to a shot and say, go ahead and try it.
If I push to a safe, it's usually an obvious save. So, cliff notes, I'm the worst pusher in the world. She went for it. I said she's going to try to end it. Okay, well.
So now Christian, he might take a swing at the 9 here again. We'll see. I don't know if the 2 passes the 9. He could then cut this 2 and carry him into the 9. He could try and make the 2 in the lower left if it passes the 9.
Could make the 2 in the lower right.
Yeah.
Isn't the 3 in the center of the table?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of wild on the cue ball, I guess.
But that allows you, the cue ball's going at the 9, then you might make the 9.
Yeah. No, he's cutting the 2 in.
Yeah, I think so.
It's hard not to hit this thick with that 9 ball blocking. He just went safety.
The speed might be wrong.
This might not work.
Yeah,
This
went wrong on him.
I've done that
shot a little too hard. He wanted to really leave that probably at the 3rd time or below it.
You know what a shot would be there because I did this exact shot last night. Run that 2 into the 8. then you guarantee it's past the side pocket.
Yeah.
You leave them doubled up on the 8. There's a combo.
Right.
That's a lot easier to control speed. By and I had if you ever have a situation like that, especially if the 8 was like another 6 inches past the side.
Right.
But just a thought. Because it happened to me yesterday. After I hit it, I'm like, oh, duh. I should have went and ran it into the ball. What a shot. Very nice.
Yeah, she drew that and held her angle in the 3.
And this just rolls natural back towards the 9, correct, with the cue ball?
Yeah, I can't
She
tell what
wants
the
to
angle is.
fold up.
Hopefully it doesn't go into the 5.
The
If
4?
there's- Into the 4, I'm sorry.
Are there pink 5 balls somewhere?
In my head.
Oh.
I can't tell pink and orange very well. But if she's got too much angle here, this ball wants to go at the 5.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
If she doesn't have a lot of angle, then it's a natural. But
Well-
she could also try and go below the 5 and around the 5.
The 4.
The 4. Keep saying the 5.
She could also lay the cue ball on the rail and be on the far side of the 4. And leave an angle to go towards the 5, depending on where the 3 angle is.
Right.
So if it's natural, she might be able to just float down to the end rail. She hit a little soft. Oh, no, she didn't.
Perfect speed.
She hit it perfect. My bad, Kennedy. Now, does she have any angle to go forward, or does she have to snap it back? She's looking at it.
I think she can go either way. I think there's some angle
Yeah,
there.
she's
She could
looking
stun
right
it.
there to go forward.
Yeah.
She's not looking at the others. Well, now she's looking at both sides of it. This is the case game. This is interesting.
Like Josh saying, she could draw this back straight at her 1 rail and then out towards the 5. She could roll this forward. She could stun it forward. So again, the important thing here is to stay away from the 7.
Looks like she's going forward, but she wants to hit a little lower, maybe? No,
She
she
hit a
hit
good shot,
perfect.
yeah.
My bad.
Now she just wants to, again, this is the key shot of the rack. She wants to pocket this ball and just get to center table with the cue ball.
She would love to
Anywhere
have
on
the
center
cue ball
table.
near where it is,
Yeah,
or a little
yeah.
farther out.
Right.
It doesn't have to be that close.
Yeah.
Just on that line right there.
But she can kind of handle it anywhere. If she gets anywhere in the center of the table, she probably can handle whatever she comes with up
Yeah.
with on the 7.
And doesn't want, and would rather not have a back cut on it drastically. So
Yeah.
maybe even going a little past center would be okay, because
Yeah.
then she could do a lot more with it.
Yeah,
The back cut is not as good as being to the left of her position right now.
Right.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would. But the key is pocketing the ball. So
Yes, of
you know,
course.
the,
Got to put it down.
yeah, that's always the key. But this is a ball that if you don't pay attention, if you're paying attention to your cue ball too much here, you could miss the 5. You
Yeah.
just got to put this 5 in, and the cue ball really wants to naturally come towards center.
And you
If
do
put a
not
little-
want to
little draw.
decelerate. You just want to smooth acceleration. It's going to bounce off the rail. It's not that far off the rail, so it's going to move out towards center nice. Just like that. Beautiful shot.
Yep, she got to center just like we talked about. Now she's just going to draw this back. She's got a perfect angle to draw it back, you know, past the center to the first diamond past center, and probably be straight in on the 8 in the side.
She's going to drop back to shoot the 8 in the side.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's where she's looking.
Right. So I think she just wants to get straight in. She's just it's a natural draw shot, and it's a speed and get the speed right. She could even draw way past it. The only thing you just don't want to come up short.
And you
That's
don't
the
want
only
to be
mistake.
or drawn frozen on the rail. But even then you could cut it in.
you're-
You could
you're
back cut it.
Fine, yeah. So
Yeah, you're right,
it's-
bro.
It's important to just make sure you draw this ball.
She's got the smooth criminal draw shot. Just like so, yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Blood in the water. She's got it.
So she's got 2 balls and looks like she's out, and she's played a nice match, and this is a great preparatory match for her
WPBA
tournament
event.
match next week. So
Yeah.
it's been fun. We don't have stats tonight either, so we'll try and get some stats next time. The only stat I can tell you is that Kennedy was 8 for 9 and making the wing ball on a break. She broke great.
Yeah.
And looks like she's out here and is going to win 11-6.
And the other stat is they both learned a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that a stat?
She puts it
Yeah.
in. Congratulations, Kennedy.
Good job. Thanks, Christian, for playing. Thanks, everyone, for watching. It's really fun. This is great for our members to be able to have this experience. And we appreciate you guys all supporting us and supporting the stream. And make sure to like and subscribe so that we can keep growing the channel. And it was awesome. Thanks for letting me hone in on you, Brian.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. So we'll be back with you again with the next stream. Don't know when it'll be, but it'll be coming up.
One pocket.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
We have a one pocket stream coming up.
When is that, Josh?
Early April.
Okay. Yeah. So the next stream will probably be a one pocket, and then we'll have some other stuff coming up after that. So I will see you soon, and I appreciate you watching. And good night, everyone.